Hi guys, it's Allison. I'm glad you're here watching another video for Kiatsugi, the gateway to optimal health and happiness. Today what I'm going to be doing is sharing a 10-minute yoga flow with you. So the yoga poses that I chose are specifically designed to help you feel balanced and grounded and a little more centered and in touch with yourself. A lot of that had to do with just observing the energies that are around us right now. Everything is energy, and it affects us all differently. And right now, Mercury and the Sun are giving us all this crazy cosmic energy that is exciting. It's all about being social. It's about communicating more. It's about learning, so more reading, writing, sharing ideas, virally or face-to-face with people. So with this energy, things can be really exciting. You can feel really inspired and creative. But on the dark side of that, or on the flip side of that, you can also be very easily distracted if you're not protecting your boundaries and setting up regular things in your life that help you get back to center or back to balance. They can be too much for you. So anyway, that's why I decided the poses that I did for today. So we're going to get started. If you are doing this with me, it would be great to have a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's okay, just as long as you have something soft, maybe a towel, or if you're on carpet. And we'll get started. So you're going to start in child's pose. Again, I was going to say too, all of the poses that I've put into this 10-minute quick little yoga flow, they are all easily adapted and modified. So I'll give you little pointers here or there if you need to do something to honor your body. So again, everyone's bodies are different. So when you're going through this, just make sure you're listening to your body. And you never want to be saying ouch. So if you're saying ouch in any of these poses, or falling out of them and not really getting grounded and getting centered, that's a red flag to you that you really need to just slow down and ease up on some of the poses. So we're going to start in child's pose. So child's pose, your knees come out to the edges of your mat, and your forehead's going to come straight down, palms reaching down to the ground, arms stretched straight in front of you here. And I'm going to come up just so you can hear me, but when you're in this pose, you want to stay here and just connect to your breath. Okay, so that's what yoga is. Yoga is connecting to your breath. You're connecting your mind to your body and to the movements that you're doing. So if you're doing this pose with me, again, your head is going to be down. I'm just up so you can hear me better. You're going to take a big deep breath in through your nose. Feel your belly rise all the way up. And then let it go through your mouth. We're going to do another one of those. Big deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top, and then let it go through your mouth. Go ahead and do one more of those on your own. Big deep breath in and out. All right. So you're going to come up from child's pose. So to come up, you're going to push into a tabletop. Tabletop is exactly how it sounds. You look like a table, right? So maybe from the side so you guys can see. Okay, you want to make sure that your arms are right beneath your shoulders and that your wrists are in line with your knees, so everything is squared up here. Okay, and we're going to take a couple cat-cows, again, moving with our breath. So you're going to squeeze everything in, and then you're going to push out, sinking deep into cow pose here. So again, breathing in, squeezing everything tight, and pushing out the other way. Looking up. Good. Okay. So again, you would still be sitting forward. I was just going to the side so you can see me. So unless I tell you to get up from your mat, you're going to stay facing the same direction the entire time. So on hero's pose here, you're sitting with your feet flat on your mat, knees bent. Okay, I want you to take your arms out to the side, breathing in. Arms come all the way up, palms touch. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to heart, but watch your hands as they come down. And we're going to do that again. Breathing in, arms come up. And exhale. Bring your hands to heart. Okay, we're going to add some movement. Go ahead and come up. And then sit back on your exhale, bringing your hands to heart. A couple more of these on your own. So again, breathing in, arms come up, nice and tall. And exhale, sitting back. One more. Okay. We're going to do one more, but this time when we come up, your hands are going to come together and you're going to take a slight back bend. Come back to child's pose. So again, right away, you're going to do the opposite pose. So your head is going to come down, arms reaching forward, and go ahead and just pay attention to your breath here. All right, we're going to push back up into tabletop. Again, we're just doing a quick couple-minute yoga flow here, so we're moving pretty fast through these, but if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it. We're going to push into a downward facing dog. So down dog, you can see my heels are reaching down. Okay, my feet are about hip width, so they're not super close together, but they're not super wide. It's right in line with my hips. Go ahead and shift your weight from your left foot down to your right. Moving slow and mindful. Paying attention to how your body feels. Again, that's part of getting centered and getting into your body, is really paying attention to what your body's saying. You're going to look forward, jump forward, or step. Okay, and we're going to bring our feet out about hip width distance. Maybe I'll turn sideways here so you guys can see again. Okay, so your knees can be bent a little bit, and we're going to do ragdoll. So ragdoll, you're thinking about hanging super heavy, like your head's like a bowling ball. And you can grab opposite elbows. Just swaying back and forth. Okay, go ahead and bring your feet out even wider. So again, if you need to turn to face the side of your mat like I am, this might feel a little better. Okay, so you're bringing your feet out really wide and bringing your hands down to try to touch the mat. If you can't touch and you're up here, again, listen to your body. Stay right here and you're thinking about folding down. Go ahead and reach your arms out in front of you. Be careful if you have a sleeping puppy right there. Reach your arms out in front of you and you're just going to walk on your fingertips all the way over until you kind of hit your point and your body's saying, okay, that's enough. And we're going to hold it here for a big deep breath in and out. Slowly start to walk your fingers the other way. And again, when your body says, okay, that's enough, that's where we're going to stay right there and breathe in and breathe out. Come back to center. Hands come to your hips and you're going to slowly come up. Okay, from here we're going to go right down into pigeon. So pigeon's going to open up your hips, and again we're centering ourselves and grounding ourselves literally into the ground here. So for pigeon, your right knee is going to come to the right edge of your mat. The more that this foot comes out, the more intense the pose is going to be. So if you're just getting into this, just wherever it feels comfortable, you're sitting into your hips. My back foot back here is going to be flipped under. So again, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. See how my back foot is straight and then I flip it right down? Okay, and get comfy here. You might be up here. If you're up here, use your hands for support. If you are all the way down, making contact with the earth, you're going to slowly, if it feels okay, come down. And just focus on your breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Okay, we're going to bring our foot back. Okay, and you should be in the top of a push-up right now. If you would like to do a push-up here, this is a great place for you to do a push-up. If you don't want to do a push-up, then you can just push back into a down dog. So if you want to push back into that down dog where we were earlier with your butt up high in the air and your hips reaching down, If you are in a push-up, I want you to squeeze everything in as tight as you can, bringing your elbows in, lowering down like you're going to kiss the floor, and then breathing in and uncurling your toes. Up dog. And then exhale, pushing back and meeting in a down dog. Okay, we're going to come through with the other foot now. So you're going to bring your left foot forward for pigeon. So again, wherever it feels comfortable for you, reaching that back foot back and getting it situated, and then flipping your toe under. And again, if you're up here, that's okay. This is still the pose. We're going to hold it for a couple breaths. If you are sitting and making contact with the earth, again, you're going to come down to your elbows. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And we're going to push back. Again, you could push back just into your downward facing dog, or if you're going to push back into a top of a plank pose here, again, we're going to move through those 4 movements with 4 breaths. So make sure that your butt's not up high in the air and it's not sinking low. You want it to be in line, like a parallel line here. You're going to lower down. Inhale, uncurl your toes, push up. And exhale, go back into a downward dog. I'm getting mosquito bites. The beauty of nature, but also the frustration. All right, step forward. All right, we're going to do a couple standing ones. So go ahead and bring your feet together. Heels and toes touch. Maybe I'll come back. There we go. I'm getting familiar with the camera. Okay, so your feet are together, your legs are engaged, squeezing them all really tight, bringing your muscles up and together. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to go ahead and do tree pose again, because when you think about trees, when you think about learning from nature, trees have a really, really strong base, a strong root. Okay, so to do that, we're going to shift our weight onto our left foot, like a strong tree trunk, and you're going to bring your right leg up. Maybe it's just right here where your foot is touching your ankle. Okay, you can keep it right here. If you would like to go up a little bit higher and it feels comfortable, you can bring it up above the knee. Hang on. So you want to strengthen that standing leg. Bring your leg up. Okay, and your hands, they could be hands to heart. I'm going to give you an opportunity to go back and try this in a second. So hands can be to heart. Okay, they can both be up. Could do one of each. Okay, maybe bring both of them down, hands behind you. Whatever you'd like to do with your hands. Okay, but again, we're connecting our breath to our movement. We're strengthening that standing leg, and we're going to hold it for about 15 seconds. Okay, so it helps if you find something to stare at off in the distance. Okay, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bring your right leg up, anywhere except your knee. Choose your expression of your arms, and we're going to hold it. Okay, while you're holding it, think about what you're grateful for, expressing gratitude. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job if you held that the whole time. Go ahead and shake both your legs out. I think we're probably getting to that 10-minute mark, so we're going to go ahead and do it on the other side, and then we're going to wrap up here. Okay, so on the other side, you're going to strengthen your right leg, okay, after we do our introduction here. So when we do our collective breathing. So inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Find something to stare at or focus at off in the distance, and bring your left leg up anywhere except your knee. Choose the expression of your arms, so if you'd like to bring them up. Okay, and finding strength and stability in that leg. Strengthen yourself. It's kind of cool. I'm staring right at a palm tree. Strong trunk. Strong base. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down if they were up. One more. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to go ahead and bow there and end our 10-minute practice by saying Namaste. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Thanks for watching.